Hey guys, today is the day that we finally take the 2021 Toyota Land Cruiser and turn it into the 2021 Toyota Grand Cruiser.
Farm Truck Financial, we're riding with you.
Greetings everyone, Eric here with Farm Truck Financial, and today I am super excited once again to bring you another build. Last time we actually went over the 1972 GMC Jimmy, and we really weren't able to document the build along the way like we really wanted to. With this one, now we have a little bit more time. We actually want to go through and take you through the process so it's easier for you, whether you want to do a build, whether you want to do a restoration, or maybe you want to buy something that's already done and just enjoy it without the hassle of going through this. For me, with my financial planning practice, I actually like doing this. It's something considerably different than what I do all week. So on the weekends, I like to turn wrenches. And even though a lot of times you're going to see where I do turn a lot of things over to somebody else that is significantly more capable than I am, that's okay. But at least I have a feeling of what's going on. I'm able to pick out what I want to use. And I'm also able to build the vehicle to my needs and my wants. With this one right now, we chose for our next build a 2021 Toyota Land Cruiser. This car is probably one of the best SUVs that Toyota has ever made. And this is the final year for the 5.7 liter motor, that big V8, which is actually the same motor that I have in my 2018 Toyota Tundra, which I absolutely love. The truck is a beast, it's dependable, it's got more power and torque than you need. It is just a great overall truck. So when we wanted to go overlanding, if you take a look at my past videos from SEMA or even Grand National Roadster Show, you're going to see where we highlighted a lot of these different companies that are actually doing a lot of these overland builds. And so whether you're pre-retiree or post-retiree, there's a lot of people that want to go off-roading or off-grid or actually want to travel. And so you can actually build these vehicles to something that's pretty simple or something that's very sophisticated over time. So with this vehicle, what you're going to see is, why did we actually do this? Why did we choose this vehicle? And as we go through, we're going to show you each component that we actually put on the vehicle and why. We did a great collaboration with 9 3 Wheels, Come Up Winch, and also with Michael from Sparks and Gears in Naples, Florida, who's actually going to go through and do the build. So we are going to document this, go through, and I think that you guys will learn a lot from this. Overlanding is massive right now. It's getting to be a huge industry, and I'm excited to take you through it with us.
You know who has one of the toughest retirements? Procrastinators. You keep telling yourself, yeah, I'm gonna get to that. But after months turn into years, you realize that time is one investment you can't buy back. The earlier you start, the longer your money works for you. The best time to start was yesterday. The next best time is right now. Call us today for a complimentary review of your finances. 800-779-1942 or visit myIncomePlan.com.
And welcome back. So to go through why we chose the 2021 Toyota Land Cruiser, you guys all know that we have property up in North Carolina that we actually go to often. It's a little off the grid, it's kind of out in the middle of nowhere, and there's a few things that you want in a vehicle. You actually want four-wheel drive, sometimes it's nice to have a little bit bigger tires, and at night you want a lot of lighting. Take a look at this. You can actually see our 2023 Ford Bronco. What I love about this vehicle is Ford did a fantastic job with this car. It's more than capable of what we need. I bought it with bigger tires, bought it with a lift kit. I had the KC lights put on. And honestly, when you take this thing off-road, it is super capable of going off-road. And it's also good if you have to go to the grocery store. You have no problems in it. It's a great vehicle overall. The biggest problem is that when you go to the airport and you pick up your friends and family, they're all sitting on top of each other with their roller bags, and it's kind of embarrassing. So we realized very quickly that the Bronco, as capable as it was, really wasn't suiting our needs. And so we had to find something different. If you've ever known someone in the aviation field and they fly a plane, whenever they go to look for a different plane, there is a term and it is called What is your mission? And I was actually intrigued by this a little bit because it's a lot like financial planning. They're actually saying, what is your mission? Has your mission changed? So let's say that you're flying an airplane and you're flying with 2 people and 500 pounds of cargo. Now all of a sudden you're flying to a different place. Now you want to take 4 people and let's say 1,000 pounds of cargo. The mission has changed. Your needs have changed. So it's the same thing with us. Our mission has changed from the Bronco that was a little too small, as great as it was. Now we need something that is bigger and more capable. So that is why I started looking at other vehicles. Now, I could have went out and done something very quick, made a quick decision. I'll buy a Suburban, I'll buy a Tahoe, whatever it could be. But what I wanted to do was I wanted to be methodical. I wanted to strategize about what I actually needed. And this is what we have to do in our retirement as well. We've got to think about our investments. We got to think about our income planning. We have to think about our tax situation. Eventually, we have to think about our estate planning. What are things down the road that I want to cover so that I don't have any issues? So when I went into this, I said, look, I definitely want a third row. I want this thing to be capable. Toyota did such a fantastic job with this Land Cruiser. It just kept checking off the boxes. And so what we decided to do was go into this a little bit more and realize, okay, down the funnel, once you start to answer a lot more questions, it starts to give you the answers of what your needs are, what your wants are, and I love the vehicle. It is incredible. I can actually see where a lot of soccer moms actually use this as an SUV. Now what we're going to do is we're going to de-soccer mom it, nothing against soccer moms, but we're going to make this thing an off-road, more than capable beast. So stay tuned.
Do you have questions and concerns about your money, lifestyle, and retirement? Investors today worry about living expenses, healthcare costs, inflation, and stock market volatility. Instead of worrying, start planning. Eric Kearney and his team at Retirement Wealth Advisors want to sit down, get to know you, and start to build a plan that matches your vision and goals. Call us and start planning today. 800-779-1942 or visit myIncomePlan.com.
And we are back with Toyota's 2021 Land Cruiser, which we are now going to call the Grand Cruiser. We hear a lot of guys that they buy a car, they want to restore it, or they want to work on it, and they get frustrated. Let me help you out with a little bit of the process. It's really, again, a lot like your retirement planning. People that have a significantly smoother lifestyle have actually planned, they've thought ahead, they've forecasted for what they want their retirement to look like and feel like, and they've also factored in the cost. So a lot of times what we're doing is putting together a budget and saying, okay, based on my needs, my wants, and my lifestyle, how much can I actually put into this project? And mostly, how can I actually prepare? So I want to show you guys how we actually prepared for this. And you can remember when we did the 1972 GMC Jimmy, my vehicle was actually in quite a bit after another project was in the shop. And the guy who owned the pickup truck kept asking me, Eric, why are you so much farther along than I am? I'm so frustrated. It's because we had already purchased a lot of the parts. We actually anticipated what we would need. We didn't have to worry about supply and demand issues like some other people do. So we already knew what we wanted to do, and we already ordered the parts. Now take a look at the vehicle right now. It sits there in stock. So if you see this, this is a 2021 Toyota Land Cruiser, all set in stock. Nothing's been done to it, yet we have piles and piles of parts. So that's what I want to go through with you today and help you understand how you can make this an easier transition as you get into your build. Let's take a look at this. You guys want to understand all the weight that you're going to be adding to this. Again, I have a 2018 Toyota Tundra with the same 5.7 liter, and I really considered supercharging this vehicle. But I'm gonna be honest with you, when you see all the weight that we're actually adding to it, I don't think that you would get the fun out of it like you would in the Tundra. So we're actually going to put that supercharger on the Tundra. And as we load this thing up, I want to see what we still have left over for power and torque before we do anything else to it. Here is the list of parts that we're going to be adding onto this vehicle. We're actually putting on an onboard air compressor. we're putting on skid plates, we're putting on rock sliders, headers, hex peak brackets, and front amber fog lights, a switch pro kit, which you're gonna love. We're putting battery hold downs in it. There's gonna be a hidden winch, and there's also gonna be a winch from Come Up Winch, which we're gonna go over. We're gonna show you what wheels and tires we ordered, and then also the Prinsu roof rack along with the light bars. We're going to take a soccer mom vehicle and really turn it into something that is significantly off-road capable, and again, get back to that safety and reliability. What are some things that we did along the way before we actually do the build? Take a look at this skid plate. This is one part of it, and this thing is hefty. It is unbelievable how much this one piece weighs. I actually had everything powder coated. There's nothing more annoying than getting something from the factory only to have 2 years down the road start to rust a little bit. And so since this is going to take on a lot of debris, I really wanted to have another coat of protection and also have it look pretty good as well. We did the same thing to the rock sliders. Also, the headers are already coated, so I'm happy with that. But again, we're trying to get prepared for all of this. We did a fantastic collaboration with a few companies. You can see here, this is actually our Come Up Winch, and you're gonna see on our 1994 Toyota Land Cruiser that we do, you're actually gonna see where Come Up Winch is actually used on that as well. These guys are great to work with, they've been excellent to deal with, and they get these products out quick, and we're actually gonna go through how to actually use these. The funny thing about a winch is we all want them on our vehicles. We all want to go off-roading, but when we actually get stuck, they're full of mud, dirt, and sometimes snow. We can't even see the controls, and now we got to figure out how to work it. The best time to learn how to use a winch is way before. So that's what we want to go over with you guys. Lastly, we're actually using Icon's suspension kit. So we're going to show you how we're going to save some weight and lift and get better suspension out of this as well. And finally, one of my favorite things is we've looked at a lot of different wheel and tire combinations, and we finally did a collaboration with 9 and 3 wheels, and these guys knocked it out of the park. We wanted to do something different. First of all, Toyota does a fantastic job with their TRD wheels. Icon also has some great wheels, but we really wanted to do something different. So 9 and 3 wheels really came through today and actually created this wheel for us. And so this is actually a custom wheel that we had made, and we're gonna be putting these on the Toyota Land Cruiser. So we're super excited about these too. So as we go through all this, you're gonna see how we actually build this, and you're gonna see how it really does drastically change this vehicle. So again, we're super excited about this. Thanks for watching Farm Truck Financial, and we'll see you on the back roads of retirement.
Thanks for riding along with us today. We hope you got some good dirt. If you liked today's show, subscribe, like, and share with all your farm truck friends. We hope you'll join us for the next ride on Farm Truck Financial, where we're always planting seeds for a better future, 1 mile, $1 at a time.
Farm Truck Financial, we're riding with you down the back road steady.